and welcome to the 5th round of Luck of the Draw 3. This week's first showcase is Matt 1248's Mjolnir and Ikouze. I tried it. I didn't even Google translate it, even though I'm not sure it even has that language in there. Anyway, we have Mjolnir, the main vehicle, which has some simple weapons and two very strong cram mortars, I believe. At least crams are typically quite strong anyway, and they've dealt quite significant damage in combat, as we have seen. And it's kind of like a twin hull raft type thing. Not the best looking thing in the tournament. Well, I say not the worst. I mean, you guys be the judge, but it's alright. It's painted. The shaping, like this shape is pretty decent. It's definitely workable. If it had a little bit more detail, I think it would look a lot better. It's not bad. And the Aztec or whatever thing here, I'm gonna unpause because this actually spawns vertical, but that's pretty cool. I gotta say, that was pretty cool. And it uses spin blocks to have these very interesting thrusters. So just for that, that's a pretty cool factor. It may not be the best looking just like that, but it's a pretty cool little feature for this hovercraft. And the little radiators the little radiators acting like a kind of like an air intake. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Again, not the best looking, but it definitely has a bit of a cool factor to it. Oh, wait. Do they actively rotate? Hold the phone. Yeah, they do. I'm not sure how it's programmed or something, but they seem to rotate more or less to keep their roll. So I'm not gonna spend ages on that. That was Matt 1248's Mjolnir and Thing. For the second showcase, we have my own entry, Phobos and Deimos, which are essentially identical. Now again, because this is only two vehicles, one of them has two nukes, but that's just about the extent of which they differ. So missile hover tanks with tiny little cockpits, quite a bit of mimic work, little flashing lights, because why not? Little rotating radar things. We can hear the steam engine. Was looking for the word there. Missile countermeasures, missiles, slightly different missiles, but still. And you can see the hidden, well, not that hidden, munition warners here and near the back. And that's about it for Phobos and Deimos. And I just couldn't wait for next week to show off the Brisby Mouse's Curse of International Race of Champions. It's really cool. It's definitely up there with Lily's Las Vegas signs. Very cool looking entry. A little bit, you know. It's very cool looking. In case you didn't know the model car, yes, it looks like a DeLorean. It's not a DeLorean. And as we've seen in one of the fights, oh, I didn't even know. That's kind of cool. Yeah, as we've seen in one of the fights, the bottom is covered in stuff. If you want to look at it, well, I guess you can just pause the video. It's covered in memes. A lot of memes. That's right. And with that, that is all the vehicles in Luck of the Draw Rule 3. So don't forget to vote on Discord. And now for some fights. Today, for our first fight, we have on the left, Chimera's Breakfast, the appetizing pancakes, against, on the right, the Bandits by Delta Force. Let's begin. First volley, typical, probably gonna see some fairly significant damage. Oh yeah. Not too bad. No nuclear detonation so far. The Bandits are doing really well. Oh, well, never mind on the no detonation thing. That's a very nice mushroom cloud. Oh, a mortar landing. Now that is some fairly significant damage. Ooh, but we have a second nuclear detonation off in the distance. More damage, which I just missed by zooming in. Pancakes just floating and flopping around. More missiles. Ooh, this looks like the Bandits may have this one in the bag pretty quick. It's only been a minute. And the third pancake is already damaged. Will Chimera be able to destroy one of its opponent's nukes? I'm not sure. It's on 75% HP at this point. Oh, and that's a lot of missiles, and the game pauses. Let's watch this. Yeah, a fairly significant victory for the Bandits. Only having taken minimal damage, although 66%, that's pretty nasty. This Bandit was almost gone. Unlucky for Chimera. Moving on to the second fight. Second fight, and we have on the left Harness's Toxic Transport with its two little rotocopters, and on the right we have the Gunhild by Geodarian. Now this one's going to be interesting. I think the Crams may struggle to hit the rotocopters, but it's probably going to deal a lot of damage to the ship, the actual transport. Let's see, the barrage of missiles will win it for Harness, or if the very deadly Crams will score some quick kills. Already 20 seconds of DQ in the rotocopters too. That's not to be dismissed either. Constant barrage of missiles as expected. Here comes a Cram. Oh, I was gonna say barely missing, but that's a pretty... It's not too bad for the Toxic Transport, but it was a pretty close hit. Gunhild's taking damage, but it looks very functional still. Looks like those small missiles will just peeling armor a little bit. Oh, and they're no longer tracking properly, and the two rotocopters detonating in the back. Dare I say that was unlucky? Oh, and the mortars at this range, they're probably gonna fly past. Ooh, I think Geodarian's got this in the bag. Yeah, we can hear the mortars falling and detonating pretty far in the back, and the toxic transport is immobilized, I think. No, it's still moving, but it's not doing well. Still firing. It could land a crippling hit on the Gunhild still, now that it's gone in a little bit of range. Is that gonna be enough though? I don't see the mortars coming down either. Oh, here comes one of the mortars. Close, but not enough. Is the Gunhild going to be able to finish off its target? I think so. Yeah, 58%, 54, and that's going to be a despawn. Are any mortars still in flight? I don't think so. Yeah. That is a win for Geodarian. Well done. Did not expect those crams to be this reliable, but they're doing just fine. Alright, moving on. For this week's final fight, we have on the left, Lily's Viva Las Vegas and Stay Home for Vegas. Those very pretty signs against Ohm's Futiles, Phobos, and Deimos. Let's get the fight started. Now, based on Lily's previous fights, I don't think this is gonna end well for the Las Vegas signs, but you never know. If those land critical hits on my own entry's nukes, then that could just be it. However, as expected, unfortunately, that's one sign down already. They're very fragile. Deimos has taken a little bit of damage, however, so that's not a complete... Oh, looking at those missiles just whiffing by. Very, very scary for Lily's entry. Those Las Vegas signs do not take fire very well. And the next volley is on the way. Oh. Yeah. Unfortunate. Those are some very, very pretty entries, but it just cannot hold up to fire. Especially nuclear fire. And that is a victory for Phobos and Deimos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.